Transitional care is important because it keeps families together.
It's where parents can actually provide that care as long as they have been educated, supported.
I could help with nappy changes and she could catch up with a wee bit of sleep.
I didn't have fears for going home because they had made me completely ready for going home.
Being able to pick her up, hold her and bond like as a mum should be able to do.
But the core principle is you want to keep mothers and babies and fathers together as much as possible.
I got group B strep and I was very, very ill, and Grace was very, very ill as well.
Daniela really kind of needed me and she felt that I could support her a lot, and the provision of a room in the hospital where I could stay as a dad was fantastic.
We're here because in the transitional unit because Maisie's been quite sick. The last phase she's been born, she had an infection. She's been in here for 5 days now. The staff have been absolutely brilliant. They're coming in, checking on me, checking on her obviously, like we went through all the last week just to make sure that she's well and I'm well. Having my sister be able to stay well, if it wasn't for her then I wouldn't have managed. Connie's been a big part of this week.
They've allowed me to stay, so I'm here 24 hours a day. Everything's here for you, they make sure that you're okay. And
she's obviously been changing her, bathing her. It's took a bit of pressure off me and the nurses because she's able to help. Well, my whole family's been allowed to come up to visit, and it's made a big difference because they've been able to come up and bond with Maisie if she's been born, and my son's been able to come up, sit in the bed and play with sister, give kisses and bonds because I can't get home to him. He's able to come to me, so we're allowed to now we can spend good quality time as a family.
In transitional care, they're staying with their baby 24/7, so they're doing everything for their baby, but we are just outside the door, so if they're struggling in any way, they can come to us and ask our advice.
Co-located, they're together, we're avoiding separation, but these babies have additional care needs.
for instance, if the babies require tube feeding, then we would make sure the parents are trained to administer the tube feeds appropriately and correctly. If they maybe have a stoma or nasal stents or something, which we've had babies with, where parents need to have that time to become familiar with that kind of care. So the parents actually take on that, and between both of them, they're actually providing all of the care for the baby. But we are still here to be in there to support, to help and to guide them.
We know that the more time the families spend with their preterm baby, their baby that's requiring medical input, the better the bonding, the better the neurodevelopmental outcome. You're more likely to be able to keep breastfeeding going. Separation is bad for mothers and babies, or should be avoided if at all possible.
The last few days we were left a wee bit more ourselves, and
Yeah.
we could get used to caring for the baby ourselves before we had to go home with the baby, so that was good.
Well, when I first moved to transitional care, I didn't have very much neonatal experience, so I've learned so much in the 9 years I've worked in transitional care from every different part of the multidisciplinary team. So every day I'm learning, and it was lovely to be able to keep parents together with their babies.
I think they're supported to leave the hospital because they've had that period of time in transitional care where they have been the main carers, and gradually through their stay in transitional care the staff back off a bit more and allow the parents to take on more of the care, so they know exactly what they're doing, they know what appointments they need, they know what needs to be done at home, and our community liaison service, if it's required, would be in while they're in transitional care and special care because they're based in the unit with us. They'll be in meeting the families and actually sorting out visits and what would need to be done at home so that they know who's coming out to see them, when they're coming out, and all these different things are all in place before they get home. If the parents can do it in here for a few days and they're totally competent, there's no reason why they can't do it in their own home.